Hello and welcome to our tutorial on our end of year Google Classroom cleanup. So this video is just intended as a brief explanation of what's explained here in this document. So just to show you the step-by-step actions. So basically at this time of year, what we generally be doing is tidying up our classroom and filling out our checklists. But as we're not doing that in real life, we're going to look at how we tidy up our virtual classroom. So before I start deleting things and I start archiving my classes, etc., I like to kind of take this opportunity to reflect on my year and look through my Google Classrooms thinking what went well and what would I do different? Did I give too much time here or too little time there? So the first thing I would do is I would probably spend maybe 30 minutes just reviewing the resources I used and what I want to completely get rid of and what I'd like to maybe put into a class template when I'm thinking of the following year. So generally I'd probably write down some notes and then I think about what worked for me with G Suite and Google Classroom this year and how could I make it work better for me in the following academic year? How can it help me with my grading and handing out assignments and keeping track of things? So that's pretty much step one. And then when we go to step two, we want to look at our to-do list in Google Classroom. So the reason you're doing this is because when students submit something to you, you become the owner and then it's all in your drive and it's just taking up space and getting you all confused. So what you want to do is open your classroom, go to your to-do list, review, grade and return. So to do this, you just open up your Google Classroom, you click over here and then open up to do. So you can do this for all your classes or one class at a time, depending on yourself. Then you're going to check what you have to review, what already has been reviewed. So there may have been assignments that you assigned and you didn't necessarily need to grade them, but you have reviewed them. So you want everything to move into this review tab here. So you're just going to click there, click mark as reviewed, and then that's it. Everything is basically, it doesn't affect the students, but you know you've looked at it. So as I said, just marking things as reviewed shows you what you have left to do. So hopefully after the 17th, there won't be that much left for you there. The next thing I like to do then is to clean up my folders. So my favorite thing about Google Classroom is that it puts everything into your drive and creates folders for each of your assignments. So it's up to you what you want to do with these files and folders, and depending on what you decided earlier when you reflected on your year. So a nice idea to do here is to maybe curate some exemplary work. So especially when you are assigning projects that worked throughout the year and you want to give students the following year kind of ideas on what they can do. So what you can do is you can go into your Google Drive and into your classroom and then create a subfolder of maybe 2019-2020 classes and put your exemplary work in there, or just drag and drop everything into there if you haven't had time to reflect. So why I like to do this is because I'm going to archive my classes and then getting them out of the archive or deleting them and things like that, it just takes up a lot of time. So you can just, once you've gone through your classroom folders, you can just take whichever class you want, pick it up and drag and drop it into your 2019-2020 classes. And then everything you need will stay there in your drive rather than you looking for it after you've archived it. So just as was explained in Mr. Nema's video earlier, once you've decided what you want to keep and what you're going to move around or what you're going to use again next year, then what you want to do is archive your classes. Okay, so the best way to archive your class then is to open up your Google Classroom, click on the three little dots and click archive. So once you archive that, then the students have no access to it. So the last thing then I like to do just to get prepared for the following year is, and usually because I'm on a roll, is I will, in my Google Classroom, I will create a class template and put in all the different things that I would like copied over to a new class for the following year. So if you want to learn more about that, you'll just click here in this document. Really hope this helps and I hope everyone has a great summer.